Hello, thank you for joining me again. It's been a bit, and in my last video, I talked about imposter syndrome. I mentioned few things and examples. I want to continue on that and share some more example, especially for different categories of people. If you are a worker, some of the basic example I see of imposter syndrome is where you're a successful professional, you maybe consistently receive praise from your team lead, your manager, your team members for the work you have done, and then you feel like you are not deserving of that praise, of that accolades, and then you have this fear of being exposed despite your years of experience, despite your qualification, and despite the effort you put in. It's an imposter syndrome. Another example is while for a student in school, where a student feels like, oh, you get good grades, you are in the top of the grade, but you only believe, oh, I'm only successful because I'm just lucky, or someone has helped me, or maybe the professor or the lecturer has just graded me fair, like just been lenient with me. Not, you don't want to think it's because you're intelligent or you put in an hard work, and then you worry about not meeting the expectation at other times, with other grades. It's an imposter syndrome. Another example is people in the creative fields, for example artist, writer, like what I'm doing. I'm doing a video, I'm doing a presentation, and then I get good feedback like, oh, whoa, Mo, you did that emceeing well the other day, and I'm like, really, did I? And I feel like, oh, even despite the positive feedback, despite all the applause and all of that, it like struggling to accept compliments when you think you are not deserving. Like, what did I even do? Like, I didn't do nothing. It's an imposter syndrome, and then you need to start taking compliments. You need to start enjoying the benefit of putting in so much hard work. In leadership, you have been able to mentor, coach, manage your team well, lead them well, and your team members are writing so good about you, giving feedback, saying, oh, you are the best leader anyone can ask of, and then you're feeling like, are you sure you really know me? It's an imposter syndrome. Or you go in a social gathering and you always feel like you are less than every other person, even when you are well dressed and someone say, oh, I love your hair, I love your dress, oh, I love your nails, and like, really? And you begin to hide it, like, oh, the other nails are better, the other hair, the other ladies, the other attires are better. Imposter syndrome. Stop it now.